This is my review of the last two episodes of the first season of Doctor Who, written by Russell T Davies. It was Bad Wolf and The Parting of Ways, I think is the other one. This episode is okay. Let's say my first problem with Bad Wolf, okay, is Russell T Davies is continuing habit of introducing modern day elements into a futuristic plot. And it was okay. I mean, The Long Game wasn't that bad. That was the first time they were on Satellite 5. But in Bad Wolf, they're back on Satellite 5 again. But they're in a different time period. But this time, it's like it's set in the future, but reality TV is still like is all the buzz. You know, they've got all these reality TV shows that are being played out on Station 5, like Big Brother House and what not to wear, and it shows Jack Harkness naked and all that stuff. You know, and to me that was just like, you know, why does all this stuff? And there's no way we're still gonna have that stuff in the 51st century. We're not gonna have that. You know, that's, I mean, honestly, I mean, reality TV surfaced only about 10 years ago, I think. 10 years ago. It's probably, I mean, American Idol, I think, was like what really set it off. You know, and then like now, everybody's got to have a reality show. But okay, it's going to fade out sooner or later. Okay, reality TV is not here to stay. Alright, it's going to be gone by the 51st century. Okay, probably any type of entertainment that you and I enjoy right now is going to be gone by the 51st century. Okay, it's going to be gone. You know, so again, that's my first problem with this two-part episode. It's just, to me, it was very unimaginative on Russell T Davies' part. You know, because to me, I think, it was an okay episode. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it was a great story. I mean, it was very entertaining, and I enjoyed it very much. You know, but especially the techno music that they were playing in Big Brother House. I mean, I'm kind of a techno fanatic myself, but it's not Doctor Who though. I mean, it's not. That's, you know, I mean, it would have been one thing, you know, okay. The reason I say that is because it's one thing for the Doctor to be on a reality show if it had been in modern day times. If he'd been in the 21st century and would have woke up and found himself on a Big Brother House, then that's plausible. I could see that, but if the Doctor travels to the 51st century, he's not going to be on Big Brother House. That's not what, I mean, how can you sit there and call it the fourth and great bountiful human empire if they still have reality TV? That's not great, and that's not bountiful. So, okay, enough about the reality TV mess. I think I've made my point. Okay, the second half of that episode, of that two-parter, was like right at the end of the first part. Rose gets zapped by the "You Are the Weakest Link," whatever it was, you know, and then as soon as it showed her wake up, you know, you heard that famous ambient noise that you always hear on Dalek ships or Dalek bases or whatever, and I knew right away that's what was going on, is the Daleks are back, you know. And okay, then that first scene, there was only like 4 or 5 Daleks on that bridge or wherever it was, okay, and that was fine. I thought that was going to be great, you know, but Russell T Davies, though, has this habit of making apocalyptic themes. Like, he has to pit the Doctor against these overwhelming, ridiculous odds. You know, like it wasn't like Genesis of the Daleks or Daleks in Manhattan or something where the Doctor's against 4 Daleks or 6 Daleks or something like that. No, it's got to be. You can't toss a stone through the sky without hitting a Dalek. You know, because they're so full of them. You know, and it's just like. Alright, this is why that episode was so unappealing to me. Okay, it's unrealistic. Okay, Rob Shearman wrote an episode earlier in the season called Dalek, is when they first introduced the Daleks, and that was supposed to be the last surviving Dalek after the Time War. Okay, and there was one scene, you know, where the Doctor asks where the nearest town is, and I think he says Tucson or Tulsa or something like that. You know, and he says all dead. You know, it's like 1 million people are going to die because of that single Dalek. So you get the point they're trying to get across is one Dalek is more than a handful. You know, and I mean, it is. I mean, one Dalek is a lot to handle, because I mean, honestly, they're impervious to gunshots. You know, you can't shoot them unless you hit them in the stalk, in the eye, or whatever. You know, and then even then, they tried to hit him in the stalk in the eye, and it wasn't working. You know, okay, so you got the impression that one Dalek is overwhelming odds. Okay, and you know. But then, how is it that they almost all get wiped out by one Dalek in that bunker? okay, and Dalek. But then when Parting of Ways comes along and stuff, and you know, Daleks have the run of the place and they're about to take over the Earth, then everybody survives. You know, and it's just like, I mean, honestly, if one Dalek is that deadly, the Earth would not last 15 minutes if that many Daleks were flying through the sky, because they would blast it to ashes. You know, and I don't, that was unrealistic. I didn't think that was very realistic. You know, it wasn't believable. Because, I mean, it was just, for one thing, just the odds. You know, the Doctor is like, you know, you spend the whole episode watching the stuff get blown up, and, you know, and the Daleks flying through the sky and yelling exterminate and everything, you know, which is what they do. But, you know, at the very end of the episode, in like the last 10 minutes of the episode, Rose, of all people, saves the day by waving her hand, and the Daleks disappear by this little magic trick or whatever, you know. And it's just, to me, it was just like, it was almost like watching 45 minutes in Bad Wolf and then 45 minutes in Parting of Ways, you know, all building up to a letdown. You know, because it wasn't like, I mean, the whole thing, like typical Doctor Who episodes, like original episodes, it wasn't solved scientifically, or it wasn't solved by the Doctor's wits or whatever. It was solved by Harry Potter, you know. So, and then the whole Bad Wolf thing, like, you know, like throughout the whole season we've been seeing Bad Wolf on everything, you know, and then at the end of the episode, Parting of Ways, we find out why we had been seeing that. It's because whenever Rose absorbed all the energy from the TARDIS, you know, she had access to time all at once, so she dropped these little hints to the timeline, Bad Wolf. But what I don't understand is, if she was dropping those hints in previous episodes to try to tell the Doctor and Rose what was coming, what was happening, what was coming, but they never figured it out. They didn't figure it out until it was happening in Parting of Ways. So that just made that whole story arc worthless, you know, because like, I mean, what's the point of dropping all these hints in the past to try to let somebody know something about something if they're not going to find out about it until it happens anyway? You know, and that's pretty much what that was. She dropped Bad Wolf all over the place to try to let the Doctor and herself know about what was coming, but they never saw it coming until it was too late, and Rose was captured by the Daleks and everything.